Yes, good afternoon. This is Professor NVV Suryanarayana, Professor of Mathematics and IQAC Head of our college NSRA Autonomous Visakhapatnam. So thanks for your warm response in the morning session. First two sessions, the first session on National Credit Framework and second one on Academic Banker Credits. So in this session, I will take up National Skill Qualification Framework, NSQF. And after my session, in the fourth session, another session will be there on multiple exit and multiple entry MSME. Okay. Now, that's the next session slide. Next slide. Okay. Yes. So my topic is National Skill Qualification Framework, NSQF. Okay. Recognizing the high demand for skill in the country, the Central Advisory Board of Education, CAB, emphasizes the need for a National Vocational Education Qualification Framework, NVEQF.
வேற யாரும் தெரியல. ஏன்னா அவங்க பேர்ல வந்ததே இல்ல. ஏதாவது அவங்க செஞ்ச மாதிரியோ இது பண்ண மாதிரியோ அதிர்ந்தவங்க நடந்து கூட போன மாதிரி தெரியல.
Yes, good afternoon. I request all the participants to switch off your videos once. Take a screenshot, please.
Sir, you stop sharing, then only it will be possible to have a screenshot.
Okay, sir. So all the participants requested to switch on your video so that we can take a screenshot of all the participants. Remaining participants, please.
We request all the participants to switch on the camera for a while. Then you can put it off. Other members, please, at least one full of screen. Nagalakshmi, Samsung, Dr. Anita, Dr. Arun Chaudhary, Smita, Neeraj Gail, Pankaj Bora. Sir, if you want to take up, you can take up, sir. We'll start.
Okay, sir. Yes, is the screen visible to all?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sorry, sir.
Okay. Yes, once again, welcome to this session number 3, National Skill Qualification Framework. So myself, Dr. NVV Surnarena, I am the Professor of Mathematics and IKSC head of our college. So in the present era of Education 4.0, Industry 4.0, the recruiting agencies are looking for students who are already skilled during their graduation itself. They don't want to take students and then give training again so that they are ready for the work. So once the student, before leaving the student from the institution, it is our responsibility, the response to all the institutions, to skill up the students so that they are readily salable. That means all the students must be equipped with the 21st century skills. Just I will go to the 21st century skills later on. So recognizing the high demand for the skill in the country, the Central Advisory Board of Education, CABE, emphasized the need for a National Vocational Education Qualification Framework, NVEQF, that provides a common reference framework for linking various vocational qualifications and setting common principles and guidelines for a nationally recognized qualification system and standards. Okay. Now, in pursuance of the decision of the Cabinet Committee on the skill development in its meeting held on 19 December 2013, the Minister of Finance has notified the National Skill Qualification Framework, NSQF, on the date 27th of December 2013. So as per this notification, all the existing framework, including NVEQF, which are present at the 2013, they're all ceased to exist and they're all superseded by this NSQF, National Skill Qualification Framework. So in view of the new notification by the Minister of Finance, the council has decided to run the existing programs, all the programs which existed there in 2013, approved under NVEQF by ACT, of realigning them as per the provisions of this National Skill Qualification Framework. Now, only one qualification framework is there, integrated all the previous ones, and there is only one framework now, NSQF, National Skill Qualification Framework. So, since we are talking about the skill, let us discuss some 5 to 10 minutes about these 21st century skills. So every student in this present modern education, outcome-based education era, must be equipped with these 21st century skills. So these skills are broadly divided into 3 categories. First category, first basket, foundation literacies. Second category, second basket, competencies. And third category, or third basket, is character qualities. Now, coming to the foundation literacies, it means how the students apply their core skills to everyday tasks. So there are some 6 foundation literacies. I will discuss one after another. First one is literacy. Literacy means competence or knowledge in a specified area. That is the ability to write and read and write. That is called literacy. Next, numeracy. Numeracy means the ability to understand and work with numbers. The ability to understand and work with numbers. Next, third one, scientific literacy. It is an individual scientific knowledge and use of that knowledge to identify questions, to acquire new knowledge, and to explain scientific phenomena and to draw evidence-based conclusions about science. This is what about scientific literacy. Next, fourth one, ICT literacy. It means using digital technology, communication tools, and networks to access, to manage, to integrate, to evaluate, and to create information in order to function in a knowledge society. So this is must for every student. Next, financial literacy. So it is nothing but the ability to understand and effectively use various financial skills, including personal financial management, budgeting, and investing. Financial literacy is the foundation of your relationship with money, and it is the lifelong journey of learning. So these are the next, cultural literacy. It is nothing but the ability to understand and participate fluently in a given culture. A cultural literate person is able to talk and to understand others of their culture with fluency. Next, coming to civic literacy, it is nothing but having the knowledge and skills you need to participate in making change in your community. So these are the foundation literacies every student must have so that he can be sellable in the job market. Now coming to the skill part, competencies. Competencies means how students approach complex challenges. The first one is critical thinking or problem solving. Critical thinking means the objective analysis and evaluation of an issue in order to form a judgment. The objective and the student must be able to analyze and evaluate an issue in order to form a judgment. That particular quality is called critical thinking. Next, creativity. It is nothing but the use of imagination or original ideas to create something. It means inventiveness. Next, communication. The impacting or exchanging of information by speaking, writing, or using some other medium like drawing. We know that drawing is nothing but language of engineers. So a skilled person must have this particular communication, graphical communication also. For example, if I want to present something in the form of PPT, then I have to draw diagrams like this. This is called drawing. So this particular skill must be there. If you write simple sentences, nobody will get interest. It's not catchable. Next, collaboration. It's nothing but the action of working with someone to produce something. So these are the competencies every student must have so that he is sellable in the present job market. Next, coming to the third one, character qualities, behavioral part. This means how students approach their changing environment. The first one is curiosity. Curiosity means a strong desire to know or a strong desire to learn something. That is called curiosity. Next, initiative. It is nothing but the ability to assess and initiate things independently. That means the power or the opportunity to act or to take charge before others do. That's called initiative. Next, persistence or grit. It is nothing but the fact of continuing in the same opinion or course of action in spite of any difficulty or any opposition. You must be very strong in your opinion. Even though you receive any opposition or criticism, you should not supposed to change your opinion. That is called persistence or grit. Next, adaptability is the quality of being able to adjust to new conditions. Next, leadership, able to lead a team of lions. Even though the entire army is rats, you must be a lion. Next, social awareness. It is nothing but the ability to take the perspective of and emphasize with others, that is including those from diverse backgrounds and cultures. So the ability to understand social and ethical norms of behavior and to recognize family, school, and community resources and supports. And finally, cultural awareness. It is nothing but the sensitivity to the similarities and differences that exist between two different cultures. So total 16 qualities. The first 6 comes under foundation literacies. They come under knowledge basket. The next 4, critical thinking, creativity, communication, collaboration, they come under skill part. And the last 6, curiosity, initiative, grit, adaptability, leadership, social and cultural awareness, they comes under behavioral part. So these are the skills every student must have. Now, some observations. So for NSQF, what are the observations that lead the government or the committee to think about this NFU. 80% of the new entrants to the workforce, that is the job market, have no opportunity for skill training. They're simply studying, getting degrees, but they have no opportunity for skill training. So against approximately 15 million per annum new entrants to the workforce, the existing training capacity is approximately 3 million per annum only. So 3 out of 15, just 1/5 means only 20%. Okay. Additionally, a large number of dropouts at 9th, 10th, and 11th standard, large number close to 20 crores, that is 200 millions, need vocational skills to be employable. Almost 20 crore of the dropouts at 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th, they need vocational skills so that they can be employable. It is the statistics at 2013. And they presumed that this number is likely to increase to 50 crores by the year 2020. Next, they thought that mere skill building is not widely accepted within the society. Mere acquiring degrees or diplomas does not guarantee jobs. Hence, a new paradigm is required to build skills and education together for multiple pathways and multiple entry and exit opportunities. Now, the scenario. So before this NSQ, the scenario is watertight educational entry and exit levels. Watertight means completely concealed, not flexible, no way. Once you enter a program, degree program, you have to complete all the 3 years. Otherwise, you will not get degree. You have no chance to drop at the middle. Similarly, you cannot enter in the second year, third year directly. So watertight education entry and exit levels. Next, increasing dropouts. In the morning session also, Vijay Kumar sir clearly informed. The percentage of dropouts is increasing year by year. It has to be reduced. That is the main point of concern. Next, social non-acceptance to vocational education as an alternative to higher education. Everybody are interested in only this conventional education. So vocational education is not given importance. So they are not accepting that as why qualification equivalent to the conventional qualification. That is one of the problem. Next, loss of productive youth. We are unable to skill the youth. India is having the highest potential of youth. Almost 60% of the people will be youth by 2030. But we are getting engineers, we are producing doctors, engineers, and youth, but not skilled youth. And another case is overqualified youth and non-availability of appropriate jobs. Some persons have, they're overqualified, but they're not getting the salary or the job they deserve. That's why they're leaving our country. They're migrating. Brain drain is happening because of this. Next, mismatch between qualifications and industry needs. Our curriculum should be integrated with the present industry needs. Otherwise, the degree what we give will not be of any use for the students. So there is a strong mismatch. Next, need to provide seamless integration between vocational education and regular higher education. Unless we integrate these two, it is not possible to skill up the students. Next, enhancement in GER, gross enrollment ratio. It is to be increased. So in the morning session, Vijay Kumar told, by 2030, all the primary and secondary school students must be enrolled in this. So 100% enrollment should be there. Next, need to enhance employability potential. So this is the scenario. Now, let us discuss the objectives of this NSQ, of National Skill Qualification Frameworks. The first objective is bridge skill gap and provide trained manpower to various emerging service sectors in India. So recently news also we are saying the emerging sectors. So jobs are very large, maximum number of jobs are there, but the industries are unable to get the candidates having that particular skill. That's why in CS also so many new branches has emerged. In mechanical also this robotics, everything, advanced robotics, everything. That's why we are introducing all this minors, honors, everything. So bridge skill gap and provide trained manpower to various emerging service sectors in India. That is one objective. Second objective, strive towards development of skilled manpower for diversified sectors through short-term or structured job-oriented courses. We must be able to prepare our youth even though they don't have proper degrees, by short-term courses, by structured job-oriented courses, we must be able to strive towards the development of skilled manpower. Third objective is prepare the youth for a vocation of their choice. Prepare the youth for a vocation of their choice. Next, fourth objective, build a formidable workforce of international quality for demand not only in India, but also in all other countries. So every country is looking towards India because India is having the maximum population of youth. So if our youth are properly skilled, properly trained, then we can rule the entire world. Our youth will get excellent jobs. Automatically, our country GDP also will increase. Next objective, reduce unemployment by supplying world-class skilled people. If we supply world-class skilled people, then automatically the students, our students, they will get jobs not only in India, but outside also. So unemployability problem can be solved to the maximum extent. Next, sixth objective, reduce cost and improve productivity of services and manufacturing by providing skilled manpower to international standards. If the person is skilled, then instead of hard work, they can do smart work. So automatically cost will be reduced and product will be increased. So these are the main objectives for introducing our national skill qualification framework. Now, let us discuss the principles adopted for this NSQF. First one is localized approach. So in our country, we have diversified culture. So in every state, we have a different language. So in Andhra Pradesh, we can teach in Telugu. In Tamil Nadu, we can teach in Tamil. In Gujarat, we can teach in Gujarat, like that. So localized approach is possible. This is one of the principles. We have to teach them in the local language so that they can understand the concept first. Next, maximum impact skills and sectors are selected. So the sector in which there will be a maximum possibility of employment will be selected for skilling the youth. Next, subsidized fee structure to provide accessibility. With the minimum fee, if we offer the skill courses, then automatically everyone will be interested to join. Automatically, we can produce skilled manforce. Now, particularly skills for women in some areas like hairdressing, beauty therapy, teaching, drawing, tailoring, etc. So in these areas, we skill our women, rural women, then automatically they can generate their own money. Next, centrally administered, train the trainers. If we train the teachers, then automatically in turn, they will train another batch. For example, through the FDP, we are sensitizing some 50 to 60 persons. In turn, you can again conduct an FDP, you can sensitize some more persons. So this is the concept of train the trainers. Next, placement assistance, connecting candidates to jobs. After completing the course, our responsibility is not over. We must be able to place them in a proper place, in the proper sector. With what aim we have trained a particular student. So we have to fulfill that aim. We have to show the placement assistance. This is one of the principles. Next, building pathway for international progression. So the student must be able to go to any part of any corner of the world to get a good job. So we must build a pathway for our students to go to any corner of the world, globe. Next, recognition of prior learning. So these are the principles adopted while framing our national skill qualification framework. Now, coming to the features of this NSQF, across sectors and across the country. So we have to select the areas from all over the country, from all over the sectors. We must be able to produce skilled persons in almost each and every sector where there is an opportunity for the youth to get a job. Next, short duration, focused and modular programs. The program must be perfect within limited hours without wasting even 1 hour of time. Within a short time, we must be able to guide the student so that within a short term, they can be employable. Next, practical hands-on focus. Whenever we talk about skill, then without practicals, you cannot get a skill. Unless you are exposed to that particular environment, the knowledge you gain will be of simply useless. So practical hands-on focus, that is another feature. Next, delivery in the local language. Already I said localized approach. Because the rural youth will be comfortable in learning if we teach them in their own language, mother tongue. So delivery in the local language, that's the main feature of this NSQF. Next, full day, half day, or weekend programs. Some persons, for the employees who are working, if we conduct weekend programs, then they can gain a new degree while doing job also. And some persons, somehow homemakers like that, unemployed youth, they can participate full day programs. Or sometimes they can participate half day programs. But employees already doing or earning something, they can participate in weekend. So we have to devise all such programs, full day programs, half day programs, or weekend programs. Next, a network of centers. There must be a network between all these centers which are providing this skill education, so that we can exchange our ideas and we can skill up the youth in a proper manner. Next, full mobility between formal and vocational streams of education and the job market with multiple point entry. There must be an integration between this vocational stream as well as our conventional education stream. Then only the student will be fit for the job market. So these are the main features of our NSQF. Now, what is the operation methodology? How to integrate our vocational education with our conventional education. Okay. So SKP means skill knowledge providers, known as trainers. They are named as skill knowledge providers. They can be institutes or they can be persons. So they are to be registered by AICT, All India Council for Technical Education, or any authorized body, State Board of Technical Education or any university, for impacting specific skills. First of all, the trainers are to be registered. Next, a student registers with an AICT approved technical institute or any other college for either a diploma in vocation DVOC or a vocation degree BVOC, or registers with any other institute affiliated to any technical board or a university. So universities can offer these BVOC and DVOC degrees through their engineering colleges. Similarly, the State Board Technical Education can offer these courses through their polytechnic colleges. So the student can join in any vocational college or any polytechnic college or any college affiliated to AICT which offers these vocational courses. Next, the student completes the skill modules as required at various certification levels, only one level at a time, and acquires the necessary credits from the skill knowledge providers, that is from the trainers. There are 7 levels of certification. So after completing certification level 1, they can go to level 2, then level 3, like that, up to level 7, they can go. Okay. And gives them onto the institute where he is registered for a diploma, post-diploma, or a degree. Next, the credits earned by the students are transferred to the technical board or the university, whatever may be the case, as the case may be, which compiles the vocational skill credits and the formal education credits. And if all such credits are available as required by the certification level, then the technical board or the university shall award the certificate at that particular level. So already in the second session, Dr. Priya Madam has introduced about this ABC. So all the credits earned by the students, either through formal education or through vocational education, they will be in their credit ABC account only. Through digital locker, they can create ABC account, and the institute, concerned institute, will upload all these credits. Okay. So based on the credits earned by the student, the university or the concerned state board technical education will award degree. Next, certification levels as required will entail the students for the award of a vocational degree or a vocational diploma or a vocational post-diploma. So based on the different levels, the certifying bodies will issue different degrees. I will come to this after 2 more slides. Okay, we'll discuss in detail about all this. When the student will get a vocational degree, when he will get a vocational diploma, when he get a vocational post-diploma, like that. Next, the candidates may enter the job market after each certification level or may continue to acquire additional credits in part-time or full-time mode in order to complete the requirements of vocational diploma or post-diploma or a vocational degree. All these levels are devised in such a beautiful manner that even after completing certificate level 1, he can get a job. He can go to some job. The money he get may be low, but at each and every level, after each and every level, he or she can get a good opportunity. Based on that only, all these 7 levels are finalized. Next, in all 7 certification levels of knowledge and skills, in all these certification levels, out of all the 7 certificate levels identified, the first 2 levels refer to standard 9 and standard 10 at school level only. So this shall be with the CBSE schools or schools affiliated to the state boards or equivalent other boards also. So level 1 refers to 9th standard and level 2 refers to 10th standard as per NSQF certification levels. Now, each level requires 1000 hours of education and training per annum. So for the vocational stream leading to a degree or a diploma or a post-diploma, these hours shall have both vocational as well as academic component. Out of the 1000 hours, there will be a bifurcation. How much hours are to be dedicated for these conventional subjects and how many hours out of 1000 must be devoted to this vocational education like that. So I will, in the form of a table, I will explain the bifurcation in the coming slides. The vocational component will go on increasing as the level of certification increases. In the certification level 1, the vocational part will be less. The conventional part will be more. As you move on from certificate level 1 to 2 to 3 and so on up to 7, then the vocational part will increase, means the skill part will increase, and the basic traditional conventional education, that number of hours will decrease. That is a main feature in this operation methodology. Next, a candidate shall have freedom to choose either a vocational stream or a conventional stream to reach graduation level. After 10th class, he can join in an vocational junior college, or he can join in an intermediate junior college, or he can join in a polytechnic college. So whatever route he chooses, ultimately, he must be able to reach the graduation level. So the student shall have freedom to choose any one of these streams. In addition, a candidate shall have freedom to move from vocational stream to current formal higher education stream, or from the formal higher education stream to vocational stream. The candidate shall have freedom. This is another main feature in this operation methodology. After doing after secondary diploma, he must be able to come take an intermediate, or from intermediate, he can be able to move to vocational stream. That option freedom must be there as per this methodology. Means this multi-level entry and exit system shall allow the candidate to seek employment after any level and rejoin the education as and when feasible to upgrade qualifications or skill competency. After completing certificate level 3, he can take a break. He can go to formal education, or he can do job in any sector. Again, he can come back. All his credits will be deposited in ABC. So there will be no problem. So this multi-level entry and exit system shall allow the candidate to seek employment after any level. Okay. Next, a student entering a vocational stream from general stream can enter at any certain level, provided the skills required at that level are acquired from a registered SKP, skill knowledge provider. To enter the certificate level number 4, he must be able to he must acquire the knowledge or the certificates up to level 3. Then only he can enter level 4. Even they want to transfer from one stream, vocational to general or vice versa, the corresponding certificate skill, the skill required to get the particular certificate must be acquired by the student. Then only this entry will be possible. Next, a student who has acquired the skills through work experience can also enter the vocational stream at an appropriate level, provided he is assessed for the skills acquired from a registered SKP. He can take a break, he can do some job, he can gain some money. Again, he can come back. Now what is the duration and entry-level qualifications under this framework? I said there are 7 levels for each level. So what is the duration of the course? Next, what are the entry-level qualifications required? Everything we'll discuss now in detail. Total 7 levels: certificate level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. For certificate level 1, the normal qualification is secondary school grade 9th standard only. Okay. Next, I am discussing in 2 different cases. This is for vocational qualifications, and the next slide will be for formal education. Okay. For vocational education, the normal qualification for certificate level is 9th class. Vocational qualification is grade 9 vocational, and the school in which is studying, a CBSE school or affiliated to any state board also, whatever it may be, they will give the certificate at the 9th level. That is at certificate level 1. Next, at certification level 2, that is secondary school grade, that is the normal qualification required to enter certificate level 2. The vocational qualification is grade 9 vocational, and only the school will give the certificate. The certificate body is school itself. Next, third one, higher secondary school grade 3. For certificate level 3, the normal qualification is higher secondary school grade 11. And for certificate level 4, higher secondary school grade 12. And for certificate level 5, first is bachelor's degree. So these are the qualifications required for entering into certificate level 3, certificate level 4, and certificate level 5. And the vocational qualification, equivalent qualification is diploma vocational. After completing certificate level 5, that is first years of bachelor degree, he can get a diploma vocational. And the certifying body is the State Board of Technical Education, SBTET. In Andhra Pradesh, it's called SBTET. So they will give the diploma vocational certificate once the students complete certificate level 5. That is, he completes BSc or BTech, whatever it may be, first year. Next, the entry level qualification for certification level 6 is second year bachelor's. And for 7th certificate level, the normal qualification required is third year bachelor's. So after completing certificate level 7, the student can get advanced diploma in vocational, and it will be again awarded by the State Board of Technical Education. So the first 2 levels, the certifying body is the concerned school in which he has studied. For levels 3, 4, 5, after completing 5, he can get a certificate of diploma vocational, and that will be awarded by Board of Technical Education. And after completing certificate level 7, that is 3rd years of bachelor degree, advanced vocational diploma will be awarded by the Board of Technical Education. So this is regarding vocational stream. Now coming to the next one, certificate level 1. So this is another stream. Certificate level 1, as usual, normal qualification required is secondary schools at grade 9. So equivalent qualification is grade 9 vocational. Certifying body is concerned school itself. Next, certificate level 2, secondary education grade 10. Vocational qualification is grade 10 vocational, and the certifying body is the school itself. Next, certificate level number 3. Normal qualification is higher secondary school grade 11. The vocational qualification is grade 11 vocational. Again, the certifying body is school. I am discussing 2 cases. Previous case and this case are different. Next, 4th certification level, higher secondary school grade 12. Vocational qualification grade 12 vocational, and the certifying body is the concerned school itself. But certification level 5, 6, 7 for norm for entering certificate level 5 after taking a gap, the normal qualification required is first year bachelor's. For entering certificate level 6, the qualification required is second year bachelor's, and for entering certification level 7, the qualification required is third year bachelor's. So once the student completes third year bachelor's, then he will get degree vocational, and that will be awarded by the concerned university to which the particular college is affiliated. So previous slide is one case, and this is another case. 2 different cases are there. Now, coming to the credits, the suggested credits for 9th standard, just in equivalence, I have taken 2 columns. That is, the first column refers to case 1, second column refers to case 2, which were discussed already. For the 9th standard, certificate skill certification level is 1, and competence, already I told that out of the total 1000 hours, the competency based vocational skill building will increase and the general learning will decrease as we move from one standard to another standard. In this slide, I have given only 4 slides. In the next slide, I will give the remaining 7 slides. If you observe carefully, at the certification level 1, out of the 1000 total hours, 250 hours are competency based vocational skill building, and 750 hours are general learning hours. At certification level 2, out of the 1000 hours, 250 hours will be competency based skill building and 750 for general learning. This will be same. Now coming to certification level 3, out of the 1000 hours, the number of hours based on vocational skill building are increased to 400 from 250, whereas the general learning hours are decreased from 750 to 600. 400 plus 600 is again 1000. Now coming to certification level 4, the competency based vocational skill building hours are increased from 400 to 450, and the general learning hours are decreased from 600 to 550. Again, 450 plus 550 comes to 1000. Now, certificate level number 5, skill certification level 5. Out of the 1,000 hours, now the competency-based vocational skill building hours are increased to 550 from 450, and then general learning hours are decreased to 450. Total again 1,000. And for certificate level 6, the competency-based vocational skill building 600 hours and general learning 400 hours. And for the last level 7, up to degree level only I'm touching now. So competency-based vocational skill building hours 750 and general learning 250. So observe clearly, the first one, the competency-based vocational skill building, at the level 1, it is 250, but at the level 7, it is 750. It's increased from 250 to 750. Whereas in the general learning, initially it is 750. Now at the 7th level, it is simply 250. So the competency-based vocational skill building hours are increasing from skill level 1 to skill level 7, and the general learning hours are decreasing from 750 to 250. Okay. Now, in a single picture, you can observe this entire thing. So on the right side, if you see the table, so grade 1, level 1, grade 9, level 1, grade 10, level 2, grade 11, level 3, grade 12, level 4, first year batches, level 5, second year batches, level 6, and third year batches, level 7. And there are 2 more levels, 8 and 9. They are at the post-graduation level. So if a student completes up to 5 levels, then you will get a diploma. If a student completes 5, 6, 7 levels, you will get a degree. If a student completes 6 and 7 levels, you can get a post-diploma. So after completing 5 levels, you will get a diploma. Then directly you can enter level number 6. You can complete level number 6 and 7, you get a post-diploma. Or you can directly enter at 5th level. After completing level number 7, you can get a degree. So you can see this diagram also. So post completion of required skill modules. First, base level education. There are 2 streams. So there are multiple arrows are there. You can shift from secondary education directly you can go to tertiary education, and directly you can go to market. Or from secondary education, he can go to informal education. Then again, you can go to tertiary education. You can go to technical degree institutions, and again, you can go to doctorate, master courses, and then you can enter job market. Or from base level education to secondary education, from that, he can directly go to technical degree educations, then to master or doctorate courses, and he can enter job market. So there are different options are there. The student has the freedom for this multiple entry, multiple exit. He can leave at any level. He can go for job. He can enter at any level. And again, he can continue his education. These are the different pathways in our national skill qualification framework. Now, community college courses in existing polytechnics. So mainly in our country, these polytechnic colleges are offering these skill courses. Recently only, AICT is also giving emphasis on introducing this BVoc and DVoc degrees in AICT affiliated colleges also. But at present, polytechnic colleges are very active. Okay. So what is the rationale for choosing AICT approved polytechnics? This polytechnics also affiliate to AICT, only AICT will give permission. So what is the main reason for selecting only polytechnic colleges for impacting this skill education? The reasons are, these polytechnics are equipped with physical facilities in the form of buildings, lecture halls, laboratories, workshops, hostels, etc. And they can be used as knowledge and skill centers for all the rural youth and the persons coming from slums dwellers. So we can use the infrastructure available in the polytechnic to train the rural youth. Next, polytechnics have qualified and trained faculty who can scientifically formulate, implement, and monitor community-oriented programs and projects, especially where the activity of adoption of appropriate technology is involved. Okay. So generally, polytechnics will have qualified and trained faculty when compared to engineering college. Next, polytechnics have technicians and craftsmen whose services can be utilized to some extent for impacting skill training and adoption of appropriate technologies. Next, the involvement of polytechnics in implementing the scheme of community development through politics is the need of the hour. So the need of the hour is the involvement of polytechnics implementing the scheme of community development. Okay. Now, yes. Now, what are the objectives of these skill development training programs? The objectives are providing basic skills, knowledge, and attitudes. As I said, 21st century skills, knowledge, and attitudes for self or wage employment to intended beneficiaries in their own villages or in their own communities or in the nearby areas. At their own place, in their local language, we can impart skill, knowledge, and attitude. Next, imparting entrepreneurial skills for initiating micro enterprises, that is small enterprises, especially for the rural youth and community. Next, offering skill upgradation programs in their own fields or for adoption of appropriate technologies for enhancing their employment prospects. For example, masons may be trained for construction of a biogas plant, low-cost latrines, water storage tanks, ferrocement articles. These are advanced techniques. Blacksmith may be trained in welding, fabrication, etc. So like this, we can skill up the persons. Next, identifying and conducting special skill training programs for women, for SCs, for STs, for OBCs, for minorities, especially for school dropouts, for street children, physically handicapped children, economically weaker sections of the society, and other underprivileged persons. For them, special training programs on health and hygiene, sanitation, and mechanism of sanitary services, and skill programs pertaining to liberation and rehabilitation of scavengers may be organized. So many opportunities are there to enhance the skill of the persons at the rural level. Now, features under skill development and training. The skill programs offered should be flexible and non-formal with open access to all, without any precondition of age or the sex and education qualification. This is one of the main features. The skill programs offered should be flexible. There should not be any difference, discrepancy regarding the age or regarding male or female or regarding their skill qualifications. Next, the identified polytechnics should target the poor and deprived sections of society in both urban as well as rural areas, specifically women's, SCs, STs, OBCs, minorities, school dropouts, like that. To facilitate self-employment in service sector, emphasis should be on multi-skill training. While for employment in the production centers, training may be given either on specified designated skills or multi-trade skills, depending on the needs and requirements. Next, possibility of sharing of financial or infrastructural or skill resources available with different institutions or organizations or agencies may be explored. Next, infrastructure facilities available in the polytechnic should be utilized in conducting various training programs. Next, the infrastructure available in ITIs, industrial training institutes, vocational schools, vocational colleges, technical institutions, wherever available, may be utilized for the skill development training programs. Next, achievements of the trainees in terms of competencies developed may be done by way of issuing certificates indicating the level of proficiency the beneficiary has attained through participation in these skill programs. Such certificates issued by the polytechnics will help the employing agencies in making recruitment. Means once the students are readily salable, then it will be easy for the recruiting agents also to offer a good salary. Next. Now, the duration and entry-level qualifications. So for NSQ certification level 1, where if it offered by Polytechnic College, community college level 1, the competency-based vocational skill building will be 200 hours, and general education communication skill be 250 hours. In the second stage, 300, 250, total 1000. And anybody is eligible for entering level 1 and level 2. And the polytechnics will conduct and board will certify level 1. The polytechnic will conduct the course and the state board technical education will give the certificate. Now, level 3, level 4. Okay. Level 3, NSQS qualification levels 3 and 4 are combined as community college level 2 only. The levels of NSKF are different from the levels of community colleges. Okay, level 1 and 2 together will be treated as level 1 in the community college levels, and NSK level 3 and level 4 together will be considered as community college code level 2. So out of the 1000 hours, 400 hours plus 400 hours. So, see, observe this. So total 400 plus communication skills 100 hours. Next in level 4, 400 plus basic science 11 hours. Basic sciences 100 hours, total 1000. So is eligible anyone above provided skills at level 1 or certified. Once he gets community college level certificate 1, they're eligible to enter community college level 3. That is NSKF qualification level 3. Again, polytechnic colleges will conduct and the board will certify this level 2. Next, NSK's level 5 will be considered as community college level 500. So out of the 1000 hours, 600 hours will be based on the competency based vocational skill building, and balance 400, 200 for computing skills. Any foreign language, any other Indian language other than native will be for 200. So total 600 plus 200 plus 200, 1000 hours. The eligible persons are any provided the skills 1 and 2 are certified. The persons are already certified at level 1 and level 2 only are eligible to enter community college level 3. Again, polytechnic college will conduct and the board will certify level 3. Next, NSKF level 6 or equivalent community college level 4. Out of the 1000, 700 will be competency-based vocational skill building hours, and 150 for basic accounting and bookkeeping skills, and remaining 150 hours will be for entrepreneurial skills, set up small business, etc. So as usual, any person who obtained community college level 3 is eligible to enter level 4 community college level. And again, polytechnic will conduct and board will certify level 4. Whereas for the last level, level 7 of NFQF, which is equivalent to level 5 of community college level, out of the 1000 hours, 800 hours for competency-based vocational skill building and 200 hours for presentation, grooming, and finishing skills. So any person who already obtained community level 4 certificate is eligible to enter this level 5. Here the polytechnic will conduct and board will award community skill diploma. So duration interval qualifications are okay. Now any queries? I request the participant to interact if you have any queries regarding these interval qualifications or anything. So Vijay Kumar sir.
Yes, sir.
So can you share the feedback link, sir?
Okay, sir. I'll share.
So feedback link will be shared through chat as well as WhatsApp. You can respond. Meanwhile, if you have any queries, then you can discuss.
Yeah.
So all these materials will be sent to you through mail along with the certificates. You can go through this. So in a short while, the feedback link will be posted in both WhatsApp group as well as this chat box. You can respond. So meanwhile, I request all the participants, if any one of you from your concerned institute IQAC, Internal Quality Assurance Cell, then please respond. Because we have future plans for conducting more FTPs for upskilling these IQACs, for transforming these functional IQACs into centers of excellence. So we have plans.
Sir, we will update later, sir.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. So Vijay Kumar sir, please share the link through chat
Sir,
box.
I'll send it in the WhatsApp.
Okay, okay.
I'll send it here also.
Okay. The link is shared in this chat box. You can respond now. Now the next section will be taken by Dr. Priya Vaijayanthi Madam. The topic is multiple entry and multiple exit. Madam, if you're ready, then you can take on.
Yes, sir. Madam will come in another 2 minutes. Please connect. Connected. Please stay connected. Next session will start in another 2 minutes.
I hope you have all submitted feedback. So the next section will be on the multiple exit and multiple interruption. Dr. Priya Vaijayanthi Madam, the Professor of CSC Artificial Intelligence Machine Learning and Head of Department, will take. Already she has taken one session in the morning on academic bank of grades. So most of the participants already submitted the feedback. I request remaining persons also to submit the feedback, because submitting feedback is one of the criteria for awarding certificates. After all the 4 sessions, we will give overall feedback link also. Please respond to that also. After the 4th session, there will be an assessment. So the process will be explained by the Mr. Vijay Kumar sir. So once we submit the assessment, then automatically next day you will get the certificates.
So by after all the sessions, by end of the day, assessment would be there? I couldn't get it.
Already 3 sessions completed, madam. Now we are going to start session number 4.
Yes, sir, I'm part of it.
Ah.
You mentioned about the assessment. Assessment, because for 3 sessions, no assessment has happened as of now.
Not assessment, Daddy. You have given only feedback for each session separately.
Yes, sir, we have given that.
So assessment will be for all the 4 sessions put together.
By end of the 4th session, there would be
Yes,
an
sir.
assessment,
Yes,
right?
there will be 20 questions covering all the 4 sessions.
Got it, got it.
I request Dr. Priya Madam to carry on with the presentation. Madam, please.
I suggest Dr. Priya to switch on the video before taking up, please.
Madam, please switch on your video.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to the afternoon session. So the next part of my session on the implementation of NEP 2020, this is a major changeover in our educational system altogether, which is the provisions for multiple entry and multiple exit. As of now, in our educational system, if a student is registering for a program in an organization, suppose if he is unable to complete for any sort of reason, whatever it may be, then he will be discontinuing his studies. And sometimes many universities, we have the provision of continuing the education by joining in another organization. And if a student is doing in that way, then all credit matches, many other regulatory norms will come into picture. Now, this feature of NEP 2020, right, mainly focuses on giving a flexible learning to the learners. So, for any reason, a student, if he or she is unable to continue education, either maybe after a year or 2 years, then whatever he has earned in that 1 year of study or 2 years of study should not be a loss to him. So they call it as a 0-year loss academic system, which is very much flexible from learner's perspective. So as a result of this, right, one more agenda, what is behind this is to reduce the dropout rates. Suppose if many people, if the student is unable to continue the education, and if we are having the provisions in such a way that he can enter into the academic system, that too continuing with whatever credits he has earned so far, then the number of dropouts from higher education can be reduced, and as a result, it will increase our gross enrollment ratio. So with that as the main focus in NEP 2020, provisions to have multiple entry and multiple exit in higher educational institutions are made available. So this flexible learning, if you say, it also facilitates lifelong learning, because we are considering the credits earned by the students, not only through the theory and practical courses, whatever is covered in the curriculum, but also through the online certifications also. So that mode of learning, what happens with the learner, it helps them to have a lifelong learning outcome. So in that perspective, the flexible learning through multiple entry and multiple exit, it facilitates lifelong learning. And also it gives the flexible curricular structure so as to have a creative combination of disciplines for different study. As we discussed in the morning session, a student is not expected to stick on to one particular stream of education. Instead, based on his choice, he is given the provision to choose different curriculum courses from other streams, and also to have a holistic growth in him. So this flexible curriculum structure through multiple entry exit, it facilitates creative combination of disciplines so that we could have multidisciplinary curriculums and transdisciplinary curriculums. And higher education qualifications leading to degree, diploma, or a certificate. It shall be described by the National Higher Education Qualification Framework in terms of learning outcomes. Like whenever we are giving an option to exit at different levels, then according to their exit level, either the student should be given with either a certificate or a diploma or a degree. This is what is the motto behind this multiple entry and multiple exit. So the undergraduate degree, so far whatever we are having till date, a 3 years program at the 4 years duration, it can have multiple entry and multiple exit options. And depending on the exit that happens, suppose a student in a, say for example, in a 4-year education, if a student is exiting at the end after completing 1 year of study in a specific discipline, he must be given a certificate. And if he is exiting at the end of 2 years of study, then he is eligible to earn a diploma certificate. And if he is exiting at 3 years of study, then bachelor's degree, and 4 years, it can be a multidisciplinary bachelor's program. As per the document, they call it as the BTech honors program, or it can be it can also be considered as the first year of study for their master's program. So in that way, the document goes. So these are the guidelines for multiple entry and multiple exit options. They are framed with these objectives in mind. One is, as we discussed, to remove the rigid boundaries and to facilitate new possibilities for the learners, that is streaming out the single-phased education. And this is to reduce the dropout rate so as to improve the gross enrollment ratio. And with the scope for multidisciplinary and transdisciplinary, we are going to have creative combination of disciplines where we can have students studying computer science and dance together, a mechanical engineer studying the mechanical program along with music. Any combination, creative combination can be made available. And the flexibility in the curriculum and novel course options to the students in addition to the traditional higher education disciplines. And we can offer different designs of master's program, as 4th year of study is becoming the base for a master's degree. And when we start to implement this, obviously ABC is becoming mandatory. So with an ABC account, the student can, we are enabling credit accumulation and credit transfer so as to have a completion of study for award of any degree, so as to encourage the lifelong learning. And also we are facilitating encashing of the credits earned, that is redemption of credits, what we discussed in the morning session, so as to use those credits whenever he is resuming his program of study. That is what this is document. Now I am taking you to the actual document what has been released by UGC. Are you able to see the screen, what I'm sharing? This document we will share with you. So this is the document released by UGC. This tells the guidelines for multiple entry, multiple exit in academic programs offered by higher educational institutions. And this was released in July 2021. This actually tells the admission process, what you should have if you have a multiple entry and multiple exit, and what are all the different exit options that are available, and if that exit option is opted by the student, what sort of credits to be earned and what type of degree certificate he will be getting. All those are clearly mentioned here. So an entry level into higher education, it happens with the level 5, as you know. So entry into the requirement of level 5 and from the secondary, from the school education. See, I'm facing little network instability, so I switched off the camera. This is a eligibility. And once he has that eligibility, he is eligible to enter into the first year of study. And from the first year of study, he is expected to earn 36 to 40 credits. Suppose if the exit one, if it happens after first year of study, your certificate will be awarded, right? A certificate will be awarded, and this 40 credits, if he is continuing, will be carried into the second year. Suppose if the student is making an exit at the second year of study, then a diploma certificate will be awarded, which is under level 6. And this diploma certificate requirement is 72 to 80 credits. And that 80 credits, right, 36 to 40 credits must be earned at this level. Okay. So suppose if he is exiting, if he is continuing with first year and second year, the total credit requirement, it varies from 72 to 80. However, this 80 credits, right, the mandatory requirement can be from the higher educational institution in which he or she has registered, and they also get the provision to earn the credits through online platforms, which can contribute towards this 72 to 80, right? Not all the credits must be earned through the curriculum prescribed over here. In every year of study, the student is getting an option to earn the credits from other sources also. That's what I'm trying to convey. And on successful completion of the 3 years of study, right? Suppose if he is taking up all the 3 years of study in a particular discipline, then he is eligible for the award of the degree, which comes at under level 7. So if he is completing 3 years of study, then he will be earning 102 to 120 credits from level 5 to level 7, which is from first year to 3 years. However, each 40 credits must come from every year. So what they're trying to say is that even though we specify 108 to 120 credits is the eligibility to get a bachelor's degree, it doesn't mean that all the credits he can gain in 1 year, right? Though we have provision for ABC to get accumulate your credits, all should not be earned at one time, right? It clearly specifies that 36 to 40 credits must come from first year. Again, another 36 to 40 credits must come from the second year. Then the last part should come from the third year. So every year we have a mandatory requirement on the credits to be earned by the student. On successful completion of 4 years of study, a student shall be awarded a degree on honors or research, and this becomes the base to pursue his or her master's. So this again has the same credit requirement. This degree comes at the level of 8, which has requirement of 144 to 160 credits. Now, as you see, this perfectly fits into the current credit requirement prescribed by AICTE, right? So at every level, they have to earn 36 to 40 credits. And that 40 credits can be from the curriculum or it can be earned from other resources. But every year, 36 or 40 is mandatory. It doesn't mean that you can balance you can earn less in 1 year and balance can be matched in the second year. It is not like that. Every year of study, 36 to 40 credits is mandatory. How you are earning that 36 to 40 credits, that there we have the flexibility. According to the regulatory norms of the higher institution where you are registering, right, you have to earn that 36 to 40 credits. Mainly, majorly how we are planning this is, the core courses what are essential for a discipline must be studied. We have to make it mandatory so that whomever is registering for that stream has to study that. The remaining, for some level of options we can give to the students as a choice, so that those choice on the credits they can plan either within other disciplines in the same organization, or the courses offered by other organization, or it can be from some online platforms also, according to their choice of study. So with like this, we have multiple entry and multiple exit. These are the requirements what are mentioned. Anyway, we will be sharing this document to you. This also tells about the multiple about the master's program also. As we are into this BTech programs, I thought covering this will be appropriate. That's all from my side, sir.
Okay, madam. Okay, madam. Now, participants, if anybody want to interact with madam, then the forum is open. Yes.
Ma'am, I have a query with respect to the credits. Can you hear me?
Yes, you are audible. You are audible.
Ma'am, the same query I asked in the first session as well from sir. With respect to the honors, you said there shall be 136 to 160, 145 to 160 credits.
Yes. Yes.
Hello? Right. As of now, ma'am, the
yes.
institution.
Yes.
As of now, institutions are running with 160 credits, and with the honors, they are coming up with an additional 20 credits.
Yes, exactly.
So,
Honors and minors program, it comes as a dual degree. Currently, what we have is, it comes as a dual degree, BTech honors with some specialization or minors with a specialization. So, to earn the basic BTech degree, we have a credit requirement of 160. In addition to that, if you want to get a honors or minors, you have to earn additional 20 credits. That is the current system what we have. But according to this option with multiple entry and multiple exit, it is not the case. If you are completing 4 years of study with this, you will be earning 160 credits, and with that you will be getting a degree of BTech honors in a particular discipline. That's what the document says. But again, this has to be decided by the state universities who are offering the degree. Though, because as an autonomous institution, though we have autonomy, we are not eligible to in degree issuing. We are not doing that. Anyway, university has to do. So the decisions, it has to come from our affiliated universities. I hope
agree,
I answered.
My point is, no. My point is, ma'am, when we are like at present, we are still struggling with capturing with the specialization programs which we are running as an AI, ML or IoT. With the 160 credits, practically telling you, we are struggling with, because the baseline courses or the standard courses which are to be taught as a computer science engineers with the specializations, we cannot compromise on that, right? Also,
Yes.
when it comes out to be the specialization, then that specialized courses shall also be taught. We cannot compromise on that as well.
Yes.
To adjust all together into 160 credits, we are struggling, right?
Yes.
And we are adding up the prerequisites that students shall go ahead with the MOOCs and the NPTEL programs.
Yeah.
Now, when
exactly.
we are issuing, right, and when at present we have a 20 credits of a package,
Yeah.
right? So that we can give a perfect specialization with those 20 credits of a honors degree or the minors degree, correct?
Yes.
Now, if it comes down to 160 credits,
Again, yes,
right?
the framing
I
of
hope you got
curriculum
the
is a
questions now.
challenge.
Yeah.
Framing
Yeah.
curriculum which fits into 160 is really a challenge.
Really a challenge. Now,
Yeah.
therein, my question is, what is your point of view on that? Are not we compromising somewhere on the baseline of a basic courses which are integral part for an engineer to understand?
Actually, we
Because
are in
on
the
the schools, I'm sorry, in the schools, we are not dealing with the, what the things has to be taught with respect to the engineering baselines. These are not taught that way. I'm not saying as per that, but if the prerequisites are catered there, then engineering specializations can come out and 160 credits are good enough. But we are catering for both, and also we are sandwiched by the industries as well, because they are not compromising on the training part. Hence, we are sandwiched from the schools as well as from the industries for considering the baselines and providing the specializations for the industries. So just that is my concern for this point, ma'am.
Yes, I totally agree with you. We are in the process of preparing curriculum with this multiple entry exit option. With that experience, I'm telling I'm feeling much challenged to fit in all the required courses within this framework without compromising the core what my AML program students should not miss. And
True.
in addition, certain courses which becomes mandatory part, that also we need to accommodate. So we are finding it really challenging, and I really don't know whether we will be able to accommodate this with 160. But if you want to have ME, then we don't have an option. We have to frame our curriculum within this only.
True,
And
but I consider, ma'am.
yes, no, I don't say we will be compromising on the quality, but we have to facilitate certain things through other blended learning and online certifications, so that our graduates are not missing out the essential part. In
Yeah,
that
that
way
is what
only.
the things are going on. But a
Yes.
slow transition for the NEP 2020 may be a challenge, and in that generation would be suffering. But yes, if altogether, tables are turned from the school level to the college level, then it is a perfect implementation, ma'am. But somewhere with the credits, ma'am, somehow I feel pity for the students for, for their
Yes.
self-learning criteria and their questions and all. Anyways,
Yes.
ma'am, thanks a lot for your time.
As an academician, I totally agree with you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
So the feedback link for this fourth session is already shared in your WhatsApp group as well as in chat box. Once you submit it, then the overall feedback link will be again posted in both chat box and WhatsApp group.
Answering to the question posted by Dr. Nanda, I'm interested to know which institution has already introduced ME, dual degrees, etc. But we don't have any institution which has completely implemented this. As far as I know, I heard that few institutions in Karnataka, they have implemented it, but not in a full-fledged manner. And from our side, our affiliating university is facilitating this. So maybe within a couple of years, institutions affiliated to our university may be coming up. All institutions will be, at least autonomous institutions will be having this ME into their academic part. That's how we are working.
trying to pick up the form, but the link is not opening. If the link is not opening, then please try in your laptop, madam, or mobile. Okay, dear participants, so we have completed all the 4 sessions, and actually we are early. Actually, 3 o'clock itself we have closed. How to take the test, I'll tell you now. I hope the screen is visible. My screen is visible. Can someone
Yes, sir.
respond?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, yes, madam. So how to take the test, I'll tell you now. So first thing is you have to go to rubricsedu.com. Please, if you are on the system, please practice this. The test is not yet ready. We will tell you when to take it. We will post in the WhatsApp group. But I'll tell you the procedure, how to actually take the test. Once you are familiar with this process, then you can take the test once we give the instruction. So hope you are following me. So first, what you should do is you should go to this website, rubricsedu.com. Okay. So after going here, then you have this link here, test your proficiency. So if you click on this, so you will be asked for a mobile number, and you will be getting an OTP on that mobile. Okay, so suppose I am giving my mobile number here. So I'll enter my mobile number here and then say next. So immediately OTP will be sent. So you can see OTP is sent successfully, and I have received one OTP also on my mobile. So I have to enter that code here. I'm now entering. So if you give this OTP and then say next, so it will be processed, and if it is correct, then you will go to this particular screen where you will be asked for name, email address, mobile number, your organization name, state, and here you have to choose. So at present it is only showing OBA and OBE, but here once we upload the questions, we'll get this NEP 2020. Okay, so you have to just select that and then submit. Automatically the questions will appear, and then you have to just submit the answers, and then that's it. So we will tell you when to do it because it is not ready. So we had a small technical problem with one question. So because of that, it is not uploaded. Okay? So don't worry about your certificate. Don't worry about the test also, because we have WhatsApp, and we will communicate through WhatsApp. There is no need to worry about the test or the certificate. We will provide certificate to all the participants who are actually present for all the sessions and who have given the feedback, overall feedback, and taken the test. So if you complete all these things, you will be getting certificate for sure. So you need not worry. We will be there to assist you through WhatsApp chat. Or if you have any problem, you can call me on my number or Surnan sir number also. So that's not an issue. Okay. If you
Sir,
have any queries, please, ma'am.
Sir, I hope you would be giving a sufficient time bracket to attempt the test.
Which one? Which one, madam?
You are saying a test would be uploaded and then you would be sharing a link.
Yeah,
Then you would be giving a sufficient time bracket
definitely, madam.
attempt the test.
You can take
Sometimes
test.
messages are missed also, sir.
No problem. You can take test on your at your convenience. Okay, once you start the test, it will be there for 30 minutes. So you
Sure,
can
sure. Thank
submit 20 questions in 30 minutes. That's not an issue, I think.
Sure, thank you.
We will not close that link. It will be there. It will be available, and you can directly go and you can give the mobile number once we say that the test is ready. That's the only
Sure,
thing.
sir.
So there is
Thank
no link as such. You can directly go there, give your mobile number, get the OTP, get it verified, and fill your data and select that subject. That's it.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah, participants, if you have any questions regarding taking test, you can ask me. I'll post one video also, and I'll allow the participants also to send the messages. Till now, only admins are sending, but if you have any problem, you can even post in the group, so that we can quickly respond to you, and then we can sort out that problem. I hope I'm clear from my side. I have given you clearly how to take the test.
Hello, sir. Excuse me.
Yes, sir.
Sir, in that fill your details, in that state name, Telangana is not there, sir.
Oh, one second. I did not check it. I'll inform, sir. Anyway, before we take the test, that should be there. I'll inform, sir. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So this website this is maintained by sir, our director, sir, and I'll inform him that this state is missing.
Okay, sir. Okay. Thank
Yeah,
you.
we will add it by the time we upload the test. We will add it.
Okay.
Yes. Any other queries? So I think people are filling the overall feedback, but what we require is at least maybe some of you, if you can switch on your video and give your feedback, so that will be definitely helpful for us for the future programs. I invite anyone. At least 2 participants, 2 male, 2 female. At least some 4 people can give their feedback.
So you want to switch on, want us to switch on the video? That's
Yes, madam. Yes, madam. Please. You can share your feedback.
Thanks a lot for the session. It was really a very lightning session. Thanks a lot to all the speakers who have spent their time learning one and will review and NEP 2020, try our level best to implement that. As of now, facing challenges for the implementation. Thank you. The
Thank you.
sessions by every speaker was really excellent. Really excellent. I would like to be connected in future as well with your college, whatever the IQAC is organized. Thank
Yes,
you.
madam. Sure.
Thanks.
Thank you so much. Any other participants? They want to share their.
Yeah, good afternoon, sir.
Not from
My name is Dr. Shobha Banerjee. I'm from Hartford Patla Technical University, Kanpur. And actually, we are in the process of implementation of NEP 2020 in our BTech and MTech syllabus. So I, as a newly joined faculty, find this very informative, and many information was quite new to me, and I'm in the process of learning. And I really congratulate you to all the organizers for this wonderful workshop. And I am looking forward for the future workshop that will be more for some more days, so that we can persons like me, the new learners, can definitely get more and more in-depth information. So I just want to say the sessions are wonderful and the speakers are extremely giving them information and discussions also. So thank you very much.
Thank you, madam. Thank you.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone.
Sir, good afternoon.
Myself, Rakesh Bajaj from JP University, Solan. From the morning itself, I am attending all the sessions, and I learned so many things in this this short workshop. This is really all the lectures were so nicely composed by all the speakers, and so many doubts. In fact, uh, since this is new and it will take time to digest everything to this very old existing system, and everybody is learning, and definitely the curriculum structure, that is very difficult for the organization to bring, and then the mobility and to handle all those mobility, that will be definitely difficult for the institution. But anyways, the whole thing is for the welfare of the society and the people, uh, like us only. So I felt very nice that such initiatives was taken by your institute, and many other institute also, they are doing such kind of workshop. But the important thing that I learned, that while registering, you have asked to submit the NOC. So that NOC part is also good. I mean, for the people who are not engaged or who are engaged in the uh, classes very much, so they can take leave from everything and then come at this place unitedly. So
I
that
second
concept
that
was
point.
also very good.
I second that point. Really, it has ensured that we take a
Yeah,
leave and attend the session.
Yeah,
yeah,
madam, actually the credit should go to our director, sir. That was his actually idea. He insisted that everything should be no isolated, otherwise we cannot learn. We,
Yeah,
we
true.
generally know
Otherwise, we yeah.
how the online
yes,
programs go on. Just we switch off the camera, it will be there, it will be going on. So we don't want that kind of participation. So really,
and yeah, belongingness is most important part in the
yes,
workshop. But
yes.
successfulness of any workshop, it should be interactive, and everybody should participate in that. Thank you very much to all the speakers. They have really worked hard to prepare all these documents, slides, presentable. I mean, it's completely very nice. Thank you very much.
Yeah,
I missed to
thank you,
mention
sir.
about my institution name. I'm Sugandha Singh, Dr. Sugandha, Professor in Computer Science at Chaitanya Bharati Institute of Technology, Hyderabad.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Any more participants? They want to give any feedback?
Yes, Ramprasad sir.
No, sir, Matilda.
Sir,
Yes,
an
please.
excellent. Throughout from the morning, I have not missed any single session, sir. The whatever knowledge is today, I gained some incremental knowledge. The knowledge is very excellent, sir. All speakers have done the hard work and they shared their knowledge. I will also share my knowledge to my friends also. Very good, sir. The content behind the NEP is excellent, sir. Thank you, sir. Hope you will conduct this type of sessions in future also, and I will participate in coming events also, sir. And I will support.
Thank you.
Most welcome, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. So we'll give chance to another couple of participants.
Sir, I'm Smita Nadiga.
Yes, madam. Can you switch on the camera, madam?
Sir, it is.
Any problem? No issue.
Yeah, it is not working. It was a great session, sir. Thanks a lot for conducting such a thing. And as sir mentioned, Professor. An NOC and then go ahead with the. And it was a great session. Very valuable information were shared. And I. Such a great thing, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, madam. Thank you for your feedback. So actually, people are asking for this assessment again. What I'll do is I'll record a video in my mobile and then I'll send it to you. So if you have any doubts, you can always contact me. I'll open the chat also for everybody. Okay, so that's not an issue. So don't worry about the assessment. If you have any doubt, you can ask me at any time. That's not an issue. Once the testing is ready, then we will tell you. We'll inform you through WhatsApp. Yes.
Sir, I hope we can take an exit now.
Final announcement, sir.
The materials will be posted to you. The PPT is what we have presented today. So you can go through the materials before written test. We want to give sufficient time for you to study so that you can answer well. So the test should not be a formality. You have to go through the material, you have to understand the content, and then if you attempt the test, then that will be useful for you as well as for us. So in a short while, we'll send all the materials. Thanks once again from IQAC of NSRIT, from the management director and coordinator Vijay Kumar Garu, myself and Dr. Priya Madam. We thank you very much for your active participation and giving your valuable feedback. Definitely, we'll take your words and we'll go forward. And whenever we conduct the future FDPs, we request you to participate and encourage us. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
We request all of you not to quit the group because that is the only way to communicate with you. So please be there in the group and we will post all the links there. Thank you.
Thank you.
Happy weekend.
Thank you,
You too.
everybody.
Thank you, madam. Thank you very much.